Hey everyone, I'm Lisa, Broadway fangirl extraordinaire, and thanks for joining me for another episode of PNC Broadway and Columbus's Broadway Dish. We are here in the Broadway.com studios, and I am joined by special guest, Broadway.com national editor, Ryan Lee Gilbert.
Hello.
With the Tonys right around the corner, Ryan and I are going to be chatting about the best revivals on Broadway. Ryan, thanks for joining me.
Of course, thank you for having me.
So let's talk about this race. There's three amazing shows in the running to win the coveted Tony.
Yeah, Once on This Island has been around since the fall. It's been around a little while. Michael Arden, who's nominated for Best Direction of a Musical as well, he brought this brand new vision to, an already beloved musical. People love the score. By Aaron Flaherty, and it's just he came up with a whole new concept for the show. And if you're lucky enough to see it, you're like in the sand. There's sand everywhere. There's flowing water everywhere. They've reimagined a couple of these roles that have been played by men before or women before, and now they've reversed that. And it's a really beautiful production that people kind of went wild for when it was first here. And Broadway.com, we chose it as our #1 show of 2017.
So then there's also Carousel, the Rodgers and Hammerstein classic, a little bit reimagined, tweaked a little bit. Tell me more about that.
So you have Jack O'Brien, who's an incredibly, just a legend director-wise. And we're set in this, New England town, and this is already a beloved musical for that perfect Rodgers and Hammerstein score. It's, that production's been done really gritty before, and then it's been done sort of very colorful and light before, and I think Jack O'Brien tried to meld those two worlds. Joshua Henry, who's nominated for Best Lead Actor in a Musical. Soliloquy is just known as one of the toughest numbers to be able to pull off in a musical of all time, and he soars with that number. He's absolutely incredible.
So last but not least, My Fair Lady. What makes this show stand out?
My Fair Lady everyone calls it like a perfect musical. Everyone loves My Fair Lady, and they know songs from it even if they don't know songs from it. And Bart Scher, its director, once again nominated as well. He has built up a reputation for being able to take these classic musicals like South Pacific and like The King and I, and finding a way to tell them in a classic way, but update them in little sort of moments. And I don't want to give anything away about this production of My Fair Lady, but he does find a way to elevate it a little bit and to find a way of telling its story about Eliza Doolittle in this sort of Me Too era as well. Just pristine production, beautiful sets, gorgeous costumes. Lauren Ambrose, nominated for Best Actress. She's to hear her sing like this is incredible. And Harry Haddon Patton, making his Broadway debut from across the pond, it's just an incredibly well-tailored, beautiful production.
And a fun little Ohio tie, Jordan Donica is an OBrien University grad.
And he's phenomenal in the show.
Do you have a feeling of who's going to take home the prize on June 10th?
I feel like, My Fair Lady is, it's got a lot of fans. Bart Scher doing his thing is an event every year. But like I said, Once on This Island really took people, it was a huge show in the fall. And Michael Arden, this is his second time being nominated. He did Spring Awakening a couple years ago. And so I think people feel also ready to reward him as well.
We'll just have to wait to June 10th to find out. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you so much.
And that's it for this week's episode of PNC Broadway and Columbus's Broadway Dish. We'll see you again next week. Bye.